What's up, Hippo lovers? It is time for another episode of WTF Happened in, this time April of 2020. Love all the spams in the chat. And yeah, WTF March. I promised you 3 tournament announcements. And yeah, those indeed happened for April. Let's start off with the first one. We had TT Invitational, $3,000 tournament organized by the Chinese. 5 invited teams: Suomi, China, VNS, Secret, and AM. Everyone faces each other. Every match counts. $300. If you win 3-0, you get $300. If you win 3-1, you get $225. And if you win 3-2, you get $180. And yeah, the level was relatively high. Was kind of overshadowed about of something that we will talk about later. It is kind of the first test and first ever real team game tournament. It was played as 3v3s. We had a lot of showings. Hard to show up. Suomi only played with Rubenstock, Vilise, and the Max, so no Zuppy there. And Secret played with Nilly as well, with Slam as well, who returned and played incredibly well. And yeah, it was kind of a test for the upcoming tournament Battle of Africa 2. And Secret performed pretty well, we have to say. They, in the end, won the tournament. Supreme champion, as Challenge says. And AM got second. Maybe next time is Suomi. We started off the first week. Suomi directly, what I would say, with a surprise here. And those were funky maps as well. Then we went down Secret 3-0ing here. We had VNS not with the greatest performances. AM clapped Suomi down, so forth and so on. And then we came kind of to the show match or showdown. AM against Secret. And AM took this tournament very seriously. Didn't stream at all. All 4 players, not a single stream. And yeah, that was a quick 3-0. And yeah, not really the hype match that a lot of people anticipated. In the end, Secret 4 wins, AM 3, Suomi gets the 2-2, and China with kind of the star lineup there. With Vivi, Lux, and Mr. Yo making it 1-3. It is okayish, right? You still think they're the 4th best team in the world, but probably not what they thought about going into this tournament. And yeah, didn't really reach the placements that they were looking for. But as I said, it kind of was overshadowed because it was announced the return of one of the best team game tournaments, yeah, maybe ever. Probably, like, let's say in recent history. Probably, yeah, let's just keep it as that. 3v3, all land maps, like some small inclusions. And it's called Battle of Africa 2, organized by Mr. MemTV and Cresini. Microsoft put endless amount of money in there, I think 15k. Prize pool is $20,000 for that one. And yeah, a lot of hype around that. Open streaming policy. And people will get really excited. It will always be cast on, like, I believe Saturdays and Sundays, the recorded games. And the lineup is obviously, as expected, pretty damn sick here. I even prepared an image for that somewhere here. Nilly, board, top 12. Indeed. And yeah, so not the biggest surprises there. We have Secret joining with all 5 players. Aftermath is actually signing up without Heart. Suomi is in there with Zuppy. VNS is playing their standard 3-player lineup. Heresy AOE is Miguel, Dogao, and Lan. So very promising lineup, but we didn't see a lot from Miguel yet, so not too sick. And then we have some weird names that you might see here at the bottom. That's kind of the pity of all the signups there, that SY split up their team. China split up their team. The top team is Paladin, Mr. Yo, and Lux. And the bottom team is, I believe, Jibatong, Vivi, and a guy that I didn't even know. So not the most competitive thing ever. And then Slavic Supremacy is, I believe, Modri, Yannick, Winchester, and Loisa or something. Someone out of that block. And I made a bookmark here so we can take a look at the people that did sign up. Here, Dogao, Miguel, that's Team Secret. And where did I miss something? And who was the other one? Balz. Balz running in. So that's kind of the 8th best team. And yeah, as you can see, Vivi split off here. Tim is joining them and Bad Koala. So that is kind of the pity there for the Chinese team. Chinese, that they won't form the strong lineup. That kind of underperformed though. So we will see about that. That will all start, I believe, officially this Friday, the 30th or the 1st. But I think the first round is played over the next week, like 4th till 10th. We will have 24 teams qualifying. 8 will make it into the main league, I would call it, with $19,000 prize pool. And number 9 to 16 in the qualification will make it into the Gold League, where they still will play for 1,000 euros. So, well, that's pretty nice. Kind of going for the second row there, we could say. Yeah, I think that will be the main topic we will talk about in the next 2 episodes. Tournament will last several weeks, I think close to 2 months. And yeah, team game level will be very important. People won't stream. And Battle of Africa 1 finals was a big surprise, right? That Secret really struggled a lot. Twice, I believe, came back against Suomi, winning 3-2 in the finals. AM, the massive favorite, and Secret won 4-0 with the way better strategies there. And yeah, let's see how it turns out this time. Obviously, pressure kind of on, I would say. Let's say kind of on. Let's move those a bit. I won't overlap too much with the chat. And then the third tournament that I promised you is Red Bull Wololo, a 20,000 euro tournament. And this is happening probably when you see this on YouTube this very weekend, maybe even this very moment. 30th of April till 3rd of May. Why is this so sick? It simply is because Red Bull is the first company that is jumping into the Age of Empires world, right? Before that, we had like private sponsors, we had Microsoft giving money, and this is the first time that one major brand actually opens the doors. They did contact me after NAC 3. I was the head advisor, I would say, Robo the admin, and yeah, it is played on special settings though. Empire Wars, so we're starting Feudal Age with 27 villagers, I believe, and 2 qualifiers already in the books, 8 invited players. It's going to be a sick event. I can promise you that. I also prepared a bracket somewhere here. Indeed, this is what we can talk about as well. But let's take a look at that. So we will have the Viper against Fire, one of the invited players. It was 8 invited players seeded against 8 qualified players. The rest was really pretty random. Invited players at the top, qualified players at the bottom. And Viper will face Fire. Should be pretty easy there. Doubt against ACCM. Or not easy, but easy to predict, let's say it that way. Doubt against ACM, Hera against Nikov is a banger of the first series, MBL versus Felice, Tedo against Max, Leary, Winchester, Dogao, Lan, and Mr. Yo versus Slam. I see some extremely exciting matchups here. Like Hera, Nikov could be super interesting. Tedo, Max is a guaranteed banger. Winchester, the guy with the crazy strategies, against Leary, the micro god that isn't playing Age of Empires at the moment. Going to be super sick. And Mr. Yo against Slam. After so many strong performances there by Slam, yeah, this is just super crazy. Also, like, if you just think about the quarterfinal potentials here, right? Viper, Doubt, Hera, MBL, Teto, Leary maybe, Dogao, Mr. Yo, kind of what I would predict. I Yeah, it's going to be a sick weekend. It will be streamed over at the Red Bull channel. Your casters are Dave, T90, and I. And Zero Empires will guide through the show. There will also be streams on different languages. And now you probably heard like, okay, that's an interesting caster lineup. And yes, it did come with a lot of, and if I mean a lot of, I mean a lot of drama on AoE Zone. Several hundred posts with a lot like, why is Memp not invited into the main event as the casters? Like a lot of shit talk, like how I hate Memp and how T90 created his own group of caster elite and tries to move everyone out. How Red Bull wanted to like, I even read racism stuff. It is pretty brutal, and yeah, obviously it took me a lot of nerves to read through all of that. Then in the end, streams were added, English streams, and non-English streams were added, and then the drama started all over again because Memp was added, as well as Mario Vale, and now the question is, why was Memp added, although he doesn't stream a lot in English? So yeah, where's Onlu? Those are like, we can raise so many questions around that. I don't want to go into all the drama. Obviously AoE Zone is your place for that. And my role in this situation was, I got contacted as a tournament advisor. I was asked, okay, Neely, who could we consider for streaming? And I gave them a list of all streamers, gave them all the YouTube channels, even did something I didn't do for any other streamer, did for Memp, and posted the highlights of ECL finals and NAC, his cast with Jordan. And in the end, the decision came to what it is now. And I got still so much hate. It was really, really hard on me. But yeah, we got out of there now. And I think the event, well, is hopefully a big success, because if we see like, let's just dream of 20,000 plus viewers, it obviously gives a very good sign for other companies and potentially for Red Bull to sponsor more games for our beloved game. And yeah, not much more we can say. It's just a dream. Let's try to push it as much as possible. Yes, Neely, you're a saint. Thanks, that more than only I see that. And yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say to Red Bull. Will be action-packed settings. A lot of discussion were also about, yeah, the bracket, indeed, because it looked kind of unfair, the Terra, or like that it was randomly seeded. Make up your mind. It is like not what I would have loved to see, but what we end up with, right? How can we really see the tournament format that we don't really know how players will perform? Yeah. Let's just play with it, I would say. And 20,000 euro prize pool. I would say we will just move over to the new patch notes leaked. There were some people that found a link on the official Age of Empires site with some patch notes and posted it all over social media. And I was a bit disappointed in the Age of Empires community how they jumped on it like lions on a gazette. Like, it was so obvious that it's not intended for public. It was not like a final form, quite obviously, if you saw the format. And people like spammed it in Discords, Reddit posts, AoE Zone posts, and I was a bit sad that people craved it so much. Like, oh, we got a leak, let's go and discuss every single detail out of it. And yeah, so no official patch till the moment that I'm doing this show, and therefore I won't really discuss anything on that except my disappointment. But yeah, that happens in every game. Deal with it. Yeah, you don't get it, my man. only because something happens often doesn't make it good, right? Like, people are starving in every African country. Okay. Maybe a bit too harsh of a comparison there, but okay. Like, I think that's not a proper analogy. And then let's take a look what is going to happen in the next month. Obviously, Red Bull tournament will happen, and then it will be after the 4 days. It will all be overshadowed by Battle of Africa, the main event here, and we'll have 4 weekends of team game entertainment, and I think not much else on the horizon, right? People will be very involved in that. Everyone will cast it full Saturday, Sunday. I think there will be some random streams during the week. There are a lot of like smaller tournaments that are happening as well. I saw some new tournaments, and yeah, but that is kind of it. So yeah, I hope you will tune into those tournaments. Visible Cup finals will happen. Yeah, I know. As I said, like, but the big stories will be those. What about the Swiss Red Bull thing? Not worth mentioning, in my opinion. And yeah, so I will go over to the Q&A on Twitch, YouTube. See you all, and goodbye. Just don't be nice to each other. Cheers, guys. Goodbye, below us.